Next day, early in the morning, Mr. and Mrs. John came out of the car and started going inside the house to meet the newlywed couple, but little did they knew that the atmosphere was not good inside. Coming inside the house, they looked at Jungkook, who was sitting on the couch. He was sleeping there at sitting position. Mr. and Mrs. John frowned and approached him. Jungkook woke up with a movement and looked at his parents coldly. Mrs. John, Jungkook, what are you doing here? Why are you sleeping here? Mr. John, and where is Wine? Jungkook looked at them coldly but didn't say anything. Mrs. John, is she okay? Saying that, she started going towards the room because she wasn't getting any good vibes from Jungkook's behavior. But she stopped when she heard him saying, "She's not there." Mr. and Mrs. John looked at him with a frown. He rolled his eyes and stood up from the couch and started going out of the house. Mr. John, what does that mean? Where is she? Mrs. John looked at him. Coming inside the basement, he walked forward and looked here and there to see Vine, but she was not there. But soon his eyes landed on her, who was lying on the floor. He looked at her coldly and took slow steps towards her. When he reached her, he kneeled down when he saw her sleeping. He shook her body, but she didn't open her eyes. He tried again, wake up. But she didn't open her eyes, and there he knew that she had fainted, and no one knew the reason. He sighed and pinched his forehead, but not having an option, he picked her up in his arms and started going out. Coming inside the living area, holding her in his arms, a gasp left from Mrs. Jeon's mouth when she saw Wine in this condition. She was still wearing her wedding gown and was fainted. Mr. Jeon looked at Jungkook and Wine shocked. Many questions were going in their mind. Mrs. Jeon ran towards them. What happened to her, Jungkook? Mr. Jeon, where was she, Jungkook? Answer me. But Jungkook ignored them and went toward the room. Mr. and Mrs. Jeon followed him inside. Sitting on the edge of the bed beside Vine, who was still unconscious, Mrs. John was worried for her, and she was listening to Jungkook's side, which he was telling her everything. Mr. and Mrs. John shot him a glare. Mr. John, what kind of a man you are who raised his hand on his wife? Jungkook looked at him coldly. Vine's yesterday night words were roaming in his head. Mrs. John, what is wrong with you? She is innocent. In fact, she sacrificed her happiness for the sake of our reputation and is responsible. You did this. You are saying that you don't like her, but I selected her. Mrs. John, for you in first place, but you were the one who wanted to marry Sarah. Jungkook, yes, because she is good looking than her. Mrs. John, look at her son in disbelief. She stood up from the bed and said, so now you are going for the looks in the name of marriage. She clapped mockingly and continued, what a mature son I have. We decided for your marriage because we thought that you are mature, but here you are going for looks but not for soul. She must be not that beautiful, but she is mature and innocent from her heart. Girls like her are rare. Mr. John, literally, Jungkook, you did this to her. You selected Sarah for looks, and now look what she did. She ran from there without caring for her parents, and you and the one who saved our reputation. Look what you did to her. Mr. and Mrs. John saw that Jungkook was looking at Vine. They turned around, found Vine wide awake, who was listening to them, and looked at Jungkook with cold and pale face. Jungkook listened to every single word of his parents, and deep down he knew they were right. Vine was looking at Jungkook, and before anyone could say, she said in her cold voice, it's not just your fault. Girls and boys like you fall for looks, and then they do break up in a month, and then they say that love is shit. But the shit is you who decide to fall for looks and not for nature, honesty, understanding, and that's why couples like you end up getting hurt. Mr. and Mrs. John nodded in what Vine said. She was talking like a mature girl, which definitely she was, and Jungkook was listening to her with open mind because deep down he knew she was right, but his manly ego was still not satisfied. Vine, what you did tomorrow was unacceptable. Yes, you are very handsome. But Mr. Jeon Jungkook, I don't fall for looks, and that's why I don't want to stay with you anymore. You go and find a nice, good-looking girl for you, and I will go on my way to find a honest, understandable guy who will make my life peaceful and enjoyable, who will not judge me for my looks. Jungkook gulped after what she said because now he knew what he did. He lost a gem in search of gold. Why not every good-looking girl leaves you in middle Jungkook? But I know to make a family which is full of love, happiness, understanding, patience, required looks. Doesn't require looks, they requires a pure soul, which you can get from good looking and also from simple person because there is no one a bad looking person. Not for me at least. Jungkook and Vine both were making an eye contact. Mrs. John went towards Vine and said, Vine, I know what he did was wrong and I apologize on his behalf, but she got cut off by Vine when she said, Why are you apologizing, Auntie? You were not the one who behaved like that. It was him, so he should apologize. Jungkook looked at her intensively. Mrs. Jeon looked at Jungkook and said, Apologize to her right now, Jungkook, or else. Jungkook looked at Vine and rolled his eyes, but Mrs. Jeon glared at him and he closed his eyes and said, Sorry. Vine, not acceptable. Jungkook looked at her with wide eyes, but then he frowned when she said, looking at him with a glare. You seriously think that after you did this so-called sorry is enough? Mrs. Jeon looked at Mr. Jeon, who gave her the look that Vine is right. Jungkook smirked and said, So now what do you want? Vine, I want you to feel what I felt, an eye for an eye. Jungkook became cold again and she smirked. Vine, what? You don't have kids to feel that pain? Vine turned towards Mrs. John and said, Only 2 months. Everyone will forget this marriage and after that we will divorce. There is no chance I'm staying with this. Jungkook looked at her with a glare and she did the same. Mr. and Mrs. John became worried because they never thought that Van will say this, although they deep down knew it will end up something like this. After some times of arguing and talking, Mr. and Mrs. John left the place but made sure that Jungkook won't hurt Van. When they left, Van stood up from the bed slowly. Jungkook looked at her but didn't say anything. She stumbled but handled herself and started going out of the room. Jungkook pulled her hand and pinned her at the wall while caging her between his arms. Van tried to go away, but he pushed her in the wall. Van, what is wrong with you? Leave me. Jungkook, weren't you getting bored just few minutes ago, huh? Jungkook whispered and she looked in his eyes. Both made the eye contact when Jungkook suddenly looked at her lips, which were pale because of yesterday. Unknowingly, his hand moved and he touched the corner of her with his thumb. Van suddenly jerked his hand and pushed him and tried to go out, but Jungkook held her hand and pulled her close. Jungkook, where are you going? Vine, I don't want to stay with you here. I'm going in another room. Now leave me. Jungkook left her hand when he saw her glaring at him. She was weak from yesterday, but she was trying to be hard when in front of him. Vine hurriedly left the room and went inside the next room. He went in his thoughts because what mine and his parents said were true. He did wrong, but it was late now. After 1 hour, coming out of the room, he saw Vine sitting in the dining table eating food. He stood straight for a few minutes and observed her. She was eating silently, and after every bite, she went in her thoughts. Yesterday night came up in his mind what he did with her in anger. He was angry on Sarah for leaving him on the day of wedding, and he took out all his emotions and anger on Vine. He closed his eyes when he remembered her saying to give this relation a chance, but he ruined it. He gulped and went to her. She knew he was here, but she didn't give importance to his presence. He sat in front of her. He knew she was ignoring him. She wasn't looking at him. He couldn't get it, so he broke the silence. Where is my food? Vine looked at him and said, so high of you to think that I will cook for you. I thought you don't eat food made by bad looking people. Jungkook, does it matter anymore, good or bad? You are my wife now. And he stopped when Vine shot him a glare and said, wife. Where was this wife when you were torturing me yesterday saying I'm nothing to you, Jungkook? After what you did, I'm nothing to you, just a stranger. And this word wife, it will stay with me for only 2 months, and after that you and me, we both are free. Jungkook knew she was right. Why didn't his break work yesterday when she was saying that she is his wife and they should give it a chance? Wan stood up to leave, but Jungkook held her hand. She stopped but didn't turn around. Jungkook, can we talk for a moment, please? Wan turned around and looked at him. After a pause, she said, yes, we can, in your dreams. Jerking his hand off, she left from there, not wanting to talk. After all what happened, it was not that easy. Brushing off his hairs, he pinched his forehead and rested his head on the table. He groaned in annoyance. Jungkook was thinking of making her up to, not as a husband wife, but maybe as a human for what he did. He was regretting, but he knew he deserved this. In fact, he deserved worse for him. Sitting outside the house on the poolside, she was dialing the number of her sister Sarah, but her phone was switched off. Suddenly, her phone rang when she saw the caller ID. She ignored it and switched off her phone because it was from her parents. She didn't want to talk to them. Then she saw Jungkook coming towards her. He came and sat beside her. She rolled her eyes but didn't say anything. After all, it was his house. Jungkook, your parents, they are calling saying you aren't picking up their call. She ignored him and didn't say anything. Jungkook was okay with it because he knew this is the least she will do. Jungkook, my mom was right. She was right when she said that I am not mature enough and they misjudged me because I am who went for the thing which don't have any importance in building a family. Never knew that I will get a wife who is more mature and smart than me. Never knew she will come in my life and will let me know the meaning of marriage. He paused. He was saying what was inside his heart. She wasn't looking at him, but she was listening to his every single word. He again continued. I always thought I am everything, I am perfect, every girl wants me, but you told me the truth that no girl wants a man like me. You bring me out of my imaginary world. It was a lesson for me, but in all this, I end up hurting you badly. I am ready to face everything. I know it's late. You give this relation a chance, but still you can give me a chance to prove myself so that I can get your apology. He waited for her answer, but she didn't say anything. Jungkook, we end up together. There must be a reason for this. Consider it a fate that you came to correct me. Will you? What should be her answer? Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.